Okay, so this is going to be the finals of the October Premodern Challenge. If I win this, I will have two of them back to back, which would be really cool. I am up against Replenish. It's a fairly, I guess, a conventional list, with the exception of having zero City of Traders in it. Not sure how that's going to affect things here. I would think it probably helps me. I don't know. I'm not going to sink too much mental energy into it. But yeah, this is the, I guess this is the worst matchup among common decks that this deck has. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of confusion on the opponent's part about how we're going to arrange for me to go first. I was higher in the Swiss, and that's how this works. I mean, they probably literally never chosen to go second before, so yeah, just how it is. Anyway, this isn't a great hand, but it is a good hand, so I'm going to keep it. I mean, I'm not gonna send it back. I'm just not. So they've got, let's see, 4 Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, I better lead with a Wace. I'll run out the bird, and even if they swords it, if I draw black land, I can do both at the same time. This is not the type of matchup where I'm going to pay the price for this kind of thing. Oh, interesting. Doesn't really help me yet, but interesting still. Let's hit the opponent here. We got Replenish, we got Leak, we got Tide, we got Search. Interesting. Well, I know that Replenish has to go. And I also want to get rid of Parallax Tide, but I feel like I can get rid of Mana Leak first and then just take the Tide out at my convenience. Alternatively, I could leave the Replenish, so that way if they draw another Replenish, I can take both of them, but I don't know. It puts a little bit of extra pressure on me, which I don't like. I'm just thinking, what if they draw Ancient Tomb? Then what? I think I want to take the Mana Leak, definitely. I don't want them having that. And then I'm going to take out... let's see, I am going to flashback next turn, but no, that makes sense. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'll name Tide and take Replenish next turn. Okay, an uneventful turn. Let's, How do I want to do this? like I want to have a creature in hand in case I draw survival, but I don't want this to be clunky. Yeah, I feel like this makes sense. Tap that for black. Take out the Replenish. With any luck, they drew another one. Nope. Just a land. Okay. So now I'm going to put down this Recurring Nightmare, and I'll pass having held the Wall of Roots. Alright, they drew another land. Then they're going to probably just Frantic Search on their main phase. I see no reason why not. We'll see what they hit with it. I guess an argument could have been made to take out the search instead of the leak, but I don't know, it feels like the leak was right. Yeah, maybe I'll sink some more time into thinking about it later on. Right, I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna play this. And then I'm just going to end. I have no pressure to apply to the opponent, which is just putting me in a very unsafe position. Like, I don't know, that deck is just extremely dangerous when left to its own devices. I'm not at all safe. Though if they don't play anything this turn, that is really really awesome. So well, Blossoms was a very good draw. Not the absolute best, but among them. Shredder. Yeah, speaking of bad draws. Anyway, I'm going to switch these out. Try and get a little more card advantage going. Just gonna dig through it. Do I want to do it now? I mean, they might draw a seal and kill that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. I don't want to expose it to seal. Yeah, they had the swords. They should have used that before. Guess they just didn't see it. Alright, and that bird is summoning sick, so there will be no casting of Wall of Roots. Well, that worked out nicely. Got my little bit of value there. And I guess now the question is, do I expose it to seal, or do I make it so that it's less efficient when I do draw something to do with it? I don't know. I think I'm just going to play it. If they seal it, that is too bad. I mean, I can't do things that slow me down. I have to just kill them as fast as I possibly can when I get the opportunity eventually. I wonder what the opponent's thinking about. Well, that's too bad. And that is not good. Okay, so they're leaving me with a nightmare, but they're gonna off 5 of my lands. That's alright. I can still operate. So yeah, I guess that worked out despite their immediate plane of Seal of Cleansing. And yeah, I can, like I said, I can still do my stuff. In fact, I'm gonna trade that out for a bird. Bird's a little bit more reliable, I guess. Yeah, as far as replenishes go, that was not a super high impact one. All right. Ooh, nice. That was pretty good. Let's lock that in there. That really gets in the way of their looting. And also, finally, I have something that can do damage to them. Took a long time. Went through over a quarter of my deck before I found a creature with, well, Bowshire doesn't count, but a usable creature with power. All right, where are we going with this? Replenish again. Okay. Pretty low impact. That's their third replenish. They only have one left in the whole deck. Yeah, I mean, may as well just F6. I'm not doing anything here. Just gonna reset their land. Presumably it has something else to do with it, or maybe they're just doing it to not reveal information. I don't know. I have a feeling they don't have stuff to do with this mana. Okay. Just gonna hit a land probably. Yep. Done. Play another land, then done. Ooh, yes. That is the card. It would be nice if the Shredder was something I could immediately nightmare back, but it is not, and that's okay. What have we got? Opalescence. It bumps up my clock a bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to need to draw very well if they're going to win this. So I'm going to discard the Shredder, and I'm going to go get Deranged Hermit. Yeah, I just don't have the mana to protect myself with Vigilante. So I'm gonna make it so they're just absolutely dead if this doesn't work for them. Alternatively, I need to consider what happens if they draw Replenish, but still they only have those 2 cards, so I'm just gonna go get this. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, let's let's kick this off. Discard the hermit. Go get the worm. Play the worm. And I could, I mean, really, do I even want to sack the nightmare? Like, the nightmare is in its own right a sufficiently large creature. Let's say they kill their opalescence, I still kill them. They kill any one of my creatures, I still kill them. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the turn. Yeah, I think that's it. If it were the card they needed, they would have just played it. This is a frantic search with nothing to hang on to. Or maybe an opalescence or something. Oh, a 2-mint. Cool. Yeah, they can block my worm with it and then still die. Alright, one down. A lot easier to take the match down when I'm up a game. Oh, that's not exactly cutting edge strategic information. Okay, so I see that the opponent has melee mages in their sideboard, and I would think that they are coming in. Let's get rid of that junk. Let's get rid of all the recursion. It is not going to help. Let's put in naturalize. I could probably just get rid of get rid of the hermits. They're able to remove my mana pretty effectively. Like, the games that I win, I'm usually able to stop, like, the stuff that really messes me up, but some stuff gets through the cracks, and, you know, sometimes it's going to be a parallax tide, or even a parallax wave taking out my mana creatures is still enough to mess up my hermit plans. Also, no recurring nightmare to combo with it. So at this point, I need to decide if I want 2 Bone Shredder or 1 Bone Shredder. These are all uncuttable, 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 uncuttable. Well, Elder I can maybe cut. So it's either Elder or Wall of Roots if I'm going to cut something. I think I like having Elder at least in the deck. So I'll cut out the wall. They've got 3 Meddling Mage. This gives me 2 answers to their 3 mages. This feels correct. I'm not going to go so far as to play Masticore as a Meddling Mage answer. It's super inefficient. I mean, at least it does stuff when Meddling Mage doesn't show up, unlike Bone Shredder. You know, and I mean doing stuff on the board, but, you know, even Bone Shredder can still be discarded to survival, so that is going to be the deck. Let's submit it and get this going. Yeah, that's a real solid hand. And I could, if I really wanted to, Cabal Therapy naming Meddling Mage. That would be really slick. But then on the other hand, they could still just play Seal of Cleansing. So, oh no. I mean, it is a 3 of. It's not just a shot in the dark. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I mean, if I didn't draw the survival, I wouldn't, but I mean, it just sort of showed up just then, so mage. Let's slide that down if possible. It's a miss. Okay, they do have mana leak though. That is noteworthy. And they bought themselves a little bit of time to draw the Meddling Mage. I mean, they know I have survival now. Oh, thank goodness they didn't draw it. Okay, I do need to push through the mana leak, so I'm going to play Wall of Roots and then end the turn. Nice. Okay. That feels like the right move. I mean, with therapy, like, you know, I could get rid of their mana leak at my convenience. So why let me have mana? Okay. Let's fire off the duress. What are they thinking about doing in response? I mean, the mana leak if they have it, or they don't if they don't. They could frantic search, but I don't know. That just doesn't sound right. Like, are they gonna, like, I don't know, rid themselves of the stuff that I can make them discard? It just doesn't feel like it adds up. Intuition, fascinating. Guess they want to stock their graveyard, which is fair. Interesting. So they've got Tide, they've got Wave, they've got Opalescence. That doesn't make any sense. Where did their Replenish go? Where'd their swords go? Am I just missing something or what? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. This is the intuition, obviously. Oh man, I'm losing my friggin' mind here. Anyway, I want to give them the Opalescence, of course. Yeah, that was a confusing 2 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and do this duress. that was pretty funny. Ooh, yeah, I'm pretty fatigued. These can run pretty long. What do I want to hit here? I want to hit. I think I want to hit Replenish and then play Tempting Worm. Then they can swords it. I mean, why flashback Therapy on Opalescence when swords is the better card? And why Therapy of the Swords when I could just not and make them use the swords? So, anyway, get rid of that. Yeah, them putting the lands into play doesn't matter at all. Alternatively, I could just play the Survival. That sounds better. Because in the face of Swords to Plowshares, I'm not going to increase my clock here. In fact, I might increase my clock by playing survival if they put the Opalescence in play to keep me from getting it with discard. Get in for 2 with my 2/2 survival. Interestingly, this does expose my survival to Swords to Plowshares, which is a little bit funny. Oh, that's interesting. I have some choices here. Move number 1 is to attack with survival no matter what. And now I can play Wall and take out the swords. Or I can play Tempting Worm and get it swords or get my survival swords. Yeah, this doesn't really add up, does it? Hopefully I draw a green mana source. That would be really, really, really nice. Oh, well that works too. Yeah, let's see how that does. I've got a second Opalescence. Interesting. I guess it doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to take the other one. I don't want their Opalescences being big creatures. Can't have that. Yep, so both those go away, and I end the turn. I wonder what they boarded out. They're only bringing in the 3 Medley Mage. Nothing else makes sense. So their strategic core of the deck is fairly intact. Ooh, that was nice. Let's see. No, I'm going to play the Forest. That's not going to change anything. I know I'm going to attack for survival for 2. I don't know what they're thinking about. If they had a swords, they would have used it back before I, got too green. Alright, so we're gonna hit the opponent. What are they thinking about? I don't know, might just be nothing. Maybe they, oh man, maybe they have intuition. I bet they have intuition. That's pretty scary. They could intuition just straight up for Parallax Wave. So if they have it, I'm screwed. Like I could try to put Withered Wretch into play and protect myself from Replenish, which would slow down my clock, but prevent that method of getting out. But yeah, like I said, they have 3 more wave, so I'm still screwed. That doesn't actually help me. And at least this puts them on a 2-turn clock. Oh no, just with the 3 waves right there ready to go. I don't know. I'm gonna play a Tempting Worm. Gotta play to my outs. I can't worry about it if they have the best possible card right now. I just can't. It doesn't matter. If they have intuition, I'm just screwed. I don't play Mesmeric Fiend anymore, by the way. Okay, so now I end my turn. Then on the end step, I discard the Tempting Worm to go get Antugo Vigilante. I don't know. They've got 3 Replenish and they've got 3 waves, so I guess it would be better to just get Wretch at that point. Alternatively, I could just get Wretch now. That would be more economical. I'm going to do that. Because yeah, the odds are exactly even. Let's fire off this wretch. You have the intuition, then it's a bad place to be. They don't have it. Looks like they had nothing. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so they get their stuff back. They got Wave and Tide, so all my creatures and all my lands are gone. Concede. Oh no, that was an interesting turn. Like I could have just gotten the wretch and played it and then had some protection, but I mean they were at 14 life and I was putting them on I was subtracting an entire turn from their clock, so that's super significant. I don't know. That was a lot to think about. I don't know. It does seem like just making them have it or not, given that there were two ways out and I could only stop one. It just feels like that made sense. Okay, so just gonna reconsider all this. I am on the play. For what that's worth. I don't know. Do I want to take out the Elder for a Wall of Roots? I don't know. I didn't see any meddling mages. They know I'm willing and able to therapy them. I don't know. I feel like they have to be there. Like there's no way they wouldn't have meddling mage. Like even if I know it's there and I have Bone Shredder, it still seems good enough. So I don't know. I guess I'll keep it as is. Yeah, that still feels right. And yeah, with that last game, like yeah, I could have gotten Wretch, but that would have left them. That would have left me with like 4 power on the board. I don't know. It gives them so much more time to get out. Yep, playing first. This is a funny hand. I mean, I don't think I can say no to it. I need to just get lucky and get my green. I can't not keep this. I mean, I should be able to buy myself time, especially especially with what I just saw. Just a bunch of lands and then 2 of a spell. That's about as good as it gets. Come on. That was a miss, but I can afford some number of those. Glad to be rid of Attunement. The card is really good against me. Then we got Parallax Wave. Off that too. Yeah, it's inconvenient to not have green, but I certainly inconvenienced the opponent for what that's worth. I mean, you gotta take your trade-offs. Meddling Mage. That is not what I wanted to see. Snuck that right past me. Huh, alright. That's fine. Yeah, sometimes you just draw another survival in this situation. Okay, back in business. good draw. Like flashback therapy here. Do I want to flashback therapy? Is an interesting question. I haven't seen any replenishes. They have one unknown card. The chances are very low that it's replenish. But then again, I don't know. This is a difficult situation. I mean, they could play another Meddling Mage, and then I'll really wish I still had my Wall of Blossoms, and it's extremely likely that I miss. I'm just going to end the turn and keep my blocker. Because, like, this is going to do a damage to me. So that between that and the Mage, I would be taking 3 each turn, and then I'm doing 3 each turn. Opalescence, yeah, that's not what I would have named, so no big deal. Or are they trying to eat my time with that? It's a little off-putting. Whatever. I can easily win if the conditions work. I feel like I'm at this point. I'm really not in. I haven't even come close to timing out recently. I used to come close to timing out all the time. Ooh, that is pretty dangerous. Really, really hope they don't hit one of the 8 cards that would, well, 7 cards that would really mess me up. They've got 4 replenish and then wave. They're probably just holding the land. Anyway, let's attack and then be done. Intuition, interesting. Oh no, maybe I should have. Oh, replenish would have been more damaging. Maybe I should have therapied on intuition. I don't know. That seems like a lot to ask. Alright, let's cut them short from having their full combo. How many intuition do they have? They have 3 in the deck, so only 2 left. I just keep trying to figure out if it makes sense to flashback. It's a very difficult decision. See, this turn, if they had anything other than replenish, they would be holding it. What do they have 4 of in there? They have 4 Parallax Tide, most likely. Oh, well, that makes it a little easier. Let's just do that. Abeyance, odd. I wouldn't have expected that. Let's do it again. Nothing. Right, and yeah, every single turn they could just destroy me potentially. It's not a comfortable place to be. Alright, we got a bird, but why use it? I'm just gonna hold it in case I can get survival through. I wonder if they have intuition now. I can't gamble on that. I have real stuff to do with my Wall of Blossoms and Birds of Paradise. Okay, counting down. I'm gonna get my muse back soon, hopefully. Interesting. Like they could afford everything that they have in the deck, so I mean, why would I therapy before that? What would the point be? I'm not going to bluff holding a naturalize or anything. Just going to F6 through this turn. Trying to cushion my time. They could put up a lot of resistance. It could take quite a while to get their life total down. Well, they have the full 4 replenish still? Yes. 4 replenish, 2 intuition. Not thrilled to see that. They're almost certainly holding a bunch of land, so there's no point in... There's just no point at all in therapying them. It's just all land. Gotta just keep getting lucky. It helps a lot that their waves are all gone. Could really go for a Torment script right now. So do they chump block now? It would give them the ability to make colored mana from waste and use Ancient Tomb. Not cool. Alright, well, I'll play bird. I've got squee now. Could really go for Torment Script. Or Bone Shredder. These both be fantastic draws. What's the opponent thinking about? Probably got a Parallax Tide, I want to say. Opalescence, okay. Not super relevant. Ooh, hello. Is there any point in therapying them first? I see none. It's like they have the mana, why would they not just play whatever they draw? It just wouldn't add up. Oh, maybe I should have expected that one. I don't know, whatever. I mean, I guess I could play this squee, but that feels kind of dumb. I'm just going to end. Could have played squee and flashback therapy, but naming what? Another Seal of Cleansing? Alright, let's attack. They're just going to chump block, or are they going to go for killing it? kill the opalescence here. Okay, and then I'm gonna be, I've got so much mana, I'm just gonna end. Vigilante, hello. Do I want to use it now, or I could just wait a little? Yeah, I'll play this squee. It's gonna matter. I'll just end the turn. Alright, let's off their ability to block, or decrease it rather. Not a good draw. There we are. Not even gonna mess around with other stuff. Just gonna get Withered Wretch. Yep. Kill that. Is that okay? Yes it is. So Wretch comes in. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep the Queen play for now. Alright, wave. And wave. Take my turn. Attack. Response, that's fine. Go get something that attacks for 2 and that messes with them. I'll get Spectre. Done. Alright, that's it. Wow. That's 2 challenges back to back. What an intense match. That was super scary. Whew, wow. Okay, well, very pleased with my deck. Feeling pretty good about, yeah, just all the winning. I mean, can't go any better than that. Good stuff. Very interesting matches. Good play by my opponent there.